Make each day count is proudly etched over the Freeman family's kitchen leading into their living room. The family motto was created by husband and father, Jeff Freeman.
Jeff was my husband of 30 years. We met in high school when we were 15 years old, so I've actually had known him for 40 years. And in December of 2013, at the very end of December 2013, he was diagnosed with brain cancer and had, it was called glioblastoma multiforme, and had a biopsy done in January, and we were basically told he had 6 months to a year. There was no cure.
The devastating news was not an easy pill for the Freemans to swallow, but the family decided they were going to make the best of it.
We made sure that we had our time with Dad.
That time was made possible by Jeff's wife, daughter, and son, all taking leaves of absences to spend the last few months with him.
We also made sure that all of his friends that were such a huge part of his life, and he was so much a part of theirs, had their time with him as well. So our house had a revolving door. We had visitors constantly, and he was always entertaining them. He was just getting so much energy visiting with his friends, and he became such an inspiration for them as well.
He's the guy, he's the dad that you want to show up to the party.
Jeff's fun-loving spirit was eminent and could be noticed by anyone who was miles away from him.
He just included everybody, and he just reached out to everyone. He had an incredible way of connecting with people, and so he just had an amazing way of seeing the room and making it fun, making it exciting for everybody.
Just before Jeff's passing, the family decided they would remember him and fight against the disease that would eventually take him from the earth.
The very first year, the reason why we did it was because Jeff had been diagnosed with cancer, and we really thought that he would be gone by the time the ride was going to come around. As we got closer to the date, he was actually doing quite well, and we thought maybe he can be at the finish line and watch us cross the finish line. Then we thought maybe he can be part of it, and so we ended up finding a bike that my son rode and my husband. And he completed the 2014 Ride to Conquer Cancer.
A month to the day that Jeff crossed that finish line, the husband and father of two passed away.
Funny, loud, lover of life, the life of the party. If Jeff was at a party, everybody knew he was there.
On Friday, we met the Freeman family. We introduced you to Don, Michael, and Brittany, who was with their father Jeff for his final days before cancer took his life. During this past Father's Day weekend, the family rode in the annual Ride to Conquer Cancer.
It was great. It was. It always. The start. We have well over 4,000 riders, and that is just anything in big numbers like that is just. It's so powerful, and it was very emotional. You hear stories at the very beginning of the start, and of stories of people who have conquered cancer, and people who haven't, and it's very emotional, and it's just. It's a powerful moment.
I'm incredibly lucky to be part of Team RBC. I'm one of few captains, and we've got 114 riders. We had 114 riders ride with us this year. We raised $336,000 this year, and cumulatively over $1 million ever since we've started riding in the ride, which was right at the very beginning.
Each of us had to raise over $2,500. Many of us exceeded that, which is fantastic. And then for the ride as a total, the group of us, over 4,200 riders this year, raised $17.3 million for the Princess Margaret Cancer Center, which is one of the top 5 cancer centers in the world.
The day that Jeff passed away, there was a huge double rainbow, and as we left Niagara, after we had scattered a few of his ashes by the falls, we left, and what shows up? Beautiful rainbow. He was there. He was watching us.
I just love you, buddy, and I really miss you, and I know that you were there with us this weekend.
It's a feat that seems insurmountable when you look at it from $0, but you know more people than you think. There are more people that care deeply about cancer and have a story, a very personal story sometimes, with cancer. So there are more people than you think you know who are driven to give. So I would encourage anyone to join the ride. For next year, the 2017 ride, it'll be the 10th year. The Princess Margaret is running their Ride to Conquer Cancer. And it will be a momentous year, I think, for fundraising.
For Alton Insider, I'm Anthony Luongo.